Coming up on Loose Women, Just Between Us.
I'd been dating this guy not for very long, about 6 months, and I thought, well, that's the end of that. Finished it. Came home from school. He's in our kitchen having a cup of tea with my mum.
I'd say to my dad, oh, he's nice, isn't he? What do you think? And he'd go, yeah, he's lovely. And he'd go, he's got very beady eyes, isn't he? Very beady eyes. I'm not sure I trust people with beady eyes. Do you know what? It worked every time.
I would actually say, I'm going to have a poo.
No, you would not.
Because if it's somebody that gets funny about that, I don't want to be with them.
That's all after this.
Loose Women Just Between Us is sponsored by Mecca Bingo.
Right, Denise, I'm going to test you on some bingo calls. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Queen Bee.
73. And before you say anything, I've got a few years to go yet.
Halfway there.
Got to be 45 because there are 90 balls in bingo.
Okay, I've got another one for you. Droopy Drawers.
Got to be 44, which is, of course, my next birthday.
Okay, one more. Stairway to Heaven.
67.
Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven, 67.
Seven.
And you can, of course, play bingo and many other games at meccabingo.com.
Players must be 18 or over. Terms and conditions apply. See meccabingo.com for details. And remember, always be gamble aware.
Hi, welcome to Loose Women Just Between Us. I'm Coleen Nolan. That's Sneezy from... she has been grumpy all day. Now she's sneezy.
But I'm happy now. I'm Jane Moore.
Jane Sneezy Moore. And we are here to take your deepest, knottiest, good, isn't it? Dilemmas and see if we can help you with them and maybe talk about our lives. Our problems. Don't keep nodding. It's podcast talk. Anyway.
Oh, I thought this was you doing the hosting.
No, I like to join in, babes.
You want me to join in?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, so
I
we're
thought
gonna
you were
do all
doing
that.
like a hosting intro.
No. I can't do that without an auto cue.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm glad I'm doing this with you. We've not done one yet, have we?
Yeah. Oh, great. Well, you really enjoyed
not
that
this
then, didn't you?
series. Didn't we do the last series?
Yeah.
I don't know if we've done the new series.
Oh, nicely recovered.
No, I knew we'd done
You
the
had
last
forgotten
series.
the first
I
one, and I am now
swear.
officially offended, and I'm leaving.
Swear, don't leave me hanging. I swear I remember the first one. We've not done this one, the dilemmas one, just between us one.
No, we haven't done the dilemmas.
So I'm glad you're here.
I'll let you
with
off,
me.
but thousands wouldn't.
And I do apologise because we've actually been sitting here for what feels like 3 days.
I was so
already.
high energy when I walked
I
in,
know.
and it's all gone now.
I know. Well, it's technical issues.
So, well, I blame you.
Why?
Well, you know, you have to press play and record like we did in the 70s.
That's where I'm going wrong. How are you with your patients? Are you good patient? Are you seeing patient?
Depends.
Oh, really?
I'm patient if there's a situation where nothing can be done about it.
Yeah.
But I get a little bit impatient if it's because somebody
Isn't doing the job
hasn't
properly.
prepared and hasn't done their job properly.
Sorry,
A bit
guys.
like you pressing play and record.
Sorry, guys. It's all on me. Well, I'm glad you're here anyway.
Thank you.
Loads to get through. I'm
Get on with it
excited.
then.
Oh, God, a bit scared. Patience. Well, shall I tell you what's coming up?
Yeah, go on.
Can you wait for that? We've got Joanne. Doesn't like her
Is she here?
No, she's not. Well, she might be hiding. She doesn't like her daughter's new boyfriend.
Oh, that is a classic.
And then we've got Stephanie, who's dealing with difficult neighbours.
Oh, give me her address. I'll go round there.
You'll be good on
I'll
that.
sort them out.
You're taking that one away.
Do you know, every single day, you know me, I'm always reading the newspapers. Every single day there is a story about bad neighbours. It
Gotta be
is
the worst thing ever.
rife across the country.
So the first one is from Joanne.
I have that.
Go.
Okay, I haven't got my glasses on. My daughter has a new boyfriend, but there's something about him I don't like. There's nothing untoward going on, and he treats her well, but they're from very different backgrounds. And I'm reading something between the lines there, and I just think she could do better. I'm worried that if I get involved, I'll push her away, but I really think she could do better. What should I do? It's Joanne, not
Joanne.
It sounds like Hyacinth Bouquet to me. Joanne, you sound a little bit snobby.
Yeah, she does.
I'm afraid.
I think Joanne. Well, what I worry about is she said there's nothing wrong with him. He treats her well.
Which is all you want, isn't it, as a
Like,
mum?
isn't that all you want?
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think she's being a bit snobby. I think you need to back off, Joanne. Also, let her live her own life a bit. I mean, it does happen. I don't know about your girls.
Well, my girls actually are, one of them married virtually her first boyfriend, who I really like, and they've been together like over 10 years now. And the youngest has got a boyfriend, she's been with him for about a year, and he's really lovely. So I haven't had that experience of clocking. And if I saw them being treated right, it wouldn't bother me at all.
No.
For me, it
Certainly
would be
not
things,
background.
you know, where you just sort of see little elements that might be a bit of controlling behaviour.
Oh, 100%.
Or, you know, then I would probably get involved. But my experience with me and my mum, because it was just her and I when I was young, if she says to me, I don't like your boyfriend, that would make him more attractive.
Well, that's the danger. The more you try and pull them away, the more they're going to go be attracted to them. And also, they'll sort it out themselves, unless, like you said, it was some kind of abuse you were picking up on. Then you jump in, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
That's when
totally.
the lioness comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
But I remember when I was growing up, my dad was the one. So I'd introduce him to a boy or whatever, and he'd be really polite to them and all of that. And then the boy would go, and then I'd say to my dad, "Oh, he's nice, isn't he? What do you think?" And he'd go, "Yeah, he's lovely." And he'd go, "He's got very beady eyes, hasn't he? Very beady eyes. I'm not sure I trust people with beady eyes." Do you know what? It worked every time, because then on the next dates I'd go out, all I could look at was his beady eye. I never even noticed beady eyes. And I'd think, oh, he has.
Yeah, that is a good tactic.
He had a very subtle way of picking. It was always beady eyes, but it could be something else, but just a little thing. But he'd go, I mean, he's lovely though, and if you're happy. But of course, your brain goes, what
did he say about Shane when
What
you
does
first
he
met
mean,
Shane?
beady eyes? He actually liked Shane. Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't help though, could you? Because he was just
Yeah, he's
all
laugh,
right,
isn't
and
it?
he was,
Yeah.
dead. But
My mum liked most of my boyfriends. Weirdly, she had this habit of calling them all Simon. I've never been out with a Simon, ever. And she would always go, "Are you seeing Simon tonight?" And I'd go, "His name's Mark, Mum, but no matter." She always had this embarrassing habit. I mean, I very rarely brought them home. You know, you'd wait, wouldn't you, till it was a bit serious at least. And she would always used to say, sit them down and make them a cup of tea. And she would go, "And how many O-levels do you have?" How relevant is that? No. Literally, particularly as I've got a very paltry O-levels
Was that
myself.
a thing for her, do you think? So do you think she was one of these that if she didn't think they were intelligent enough?
Well, she was a teacher. So I think for her, like, education was really important. But then she always got on really, really well with them. Somehow to the point that actually when I was at sixth form college, I'd been dating this guy, not for very long, about 6 months. And I thought, oh, that's the end of that. Finished it. Came home from school. He's in our kitchen having a cup of tea with my mum. And she's like, "Oh, yes, he
When
popped
you'd finished?
I was at school, and then I came back and he was there.
No.
And then when he'd gone, I was like, "Oh, hi." And when he'd gone, I was like, "Mum." And she went, "Well, I really like him. And just because you and he aren't dating anymore doesn't mean to say that I can't invite him in for a cup of tea when he comes round."
Oh, that's another dilemma, really, isn't it?
So I had to have a word with her. It was
That
the
is
other
a
way
dilemma.
round.
It's hard when people split up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, but that's another dilemma. We'll save that for another one. But the thing with me is, with Kira, when I first met Max, who is now, you know, they're engaged and they're expecting the first child now. That the first time I met him, because he played guitar in Shane's band, and we had a family, I think it must have been New Year, we're having some kind of party, we're always having parties, we're having a party. And
Never invite me.
she came out, you're not going to come all the way up north, are
No,
you?
that's true.
You Londoners don't like coming up north. Anyway, she said, she came out and I was sitting outside with my friend and she said, "Oh, Mum," she said, "the guitarist," she went, "I might have to kiss him. He's very attractive." And I went, "Oh, God, how funny. What's she like?" And she walked in and I said to my friend, "Oh, God, no, please don't let her end up with a musician." Because I'd just divorced one, being her dad.
Yeah.
And
you've had a whole lifetime of them actually being on the road. And
I don't want to. And also at that point, Max looked like he hadn't showered for about a month. And I thought, oh, no. Anyway, came down to it and started dating. And we went into lockdown, actually, not long after that. So moved in with us. Yeah. And, it's the best thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, he's a nice
in our
young
lives,
man.
Actually.
Yeah.
He's absolutely brilliant. So what I'm saying to Joanne really is we can make the wrong... You know, I could have been that parent going, "Yeah, he's got beady eyes, though," isn't it? And put her off. But actually, he's fantastic for her.
Yeah.
And I always wind her up now going, you know, if you and Max split up, you're going to have to find somewhere to live because he's not.
I think the younger generation are actually a lot smarter than we were, because, you know, me and my friends, we used to call it like the black leather jacket, the boyfriend with the black leather jacket, who's always the one that would break your heart.
Yeah, but he's the one you
But
wanted.
it was quite exciting at the time, etc. And I think younger people now tend to go for someone who's kind.
Yeah.
And actually, she's saying here, you know, new boyfriend, he treats her well. To me, that would be the
massive.
thing that would leap out of
That's
like,
a big
this
green
guy's
flag.
a keeper.
Yeah, because that's all you do want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joanne, I think you're being a bit harsh there, and also don't lose your daughter over it, because a lot of people do, don't they? You can lose your child will pick a boyfriend, and the next thing you're sitting there on your own, living happily.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So there you go, Joanne. You're not always right about somebody. First impressions and all that. Anyway, that was good. Well done.
Thank
Doing
you.
good, aren't we? So we've got another one, but what we're going to do is we're going to have a little breather after Joanne, and we're going to take a little break.
Are you going to have another Kit Kat?
I'm going to have another Kit Kat and any other brand of chocolate that happens to be out there on the table, as there are many, and we shall see you after the break. Hi, welcome back to Loose Women Just Between Us with me, Coleen Nolan.
And me, Jane Moore. I can do that bit.
Nailed it now, haven't we?
I have. I've remembered my own name. Well done, me.
It's a lot for you at your age.
It is.
We've
Trust
kept
me,
you
I
for a long
am starting
time.
to forget a few things, I have to say, but that's for another time.
That's another
Who are you?
podcast. Just between us, who are we? So this next one's from Stephanie.
Right.
You do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the way you read it out.
Put the cards out here for the old eyesight. Oh, here we go. That's good. My husband and I live in a semi-detached house. Ooh. And are newly retired. We want to enjoy ourselves, but our neighbour is overbearing. She's overbearing. She's constantly watching us, obsessed with noise, has mentioned several times that she can hear, in her words, absolutely everything. Well, we know what that means, don't we? She's much younger than us and works from home, so is there most of the time. And hypocritically, she recently had some very noisy workmen in.
Oh, nice.
We feel like we can't relax in our own home, which is all we wanted for our retirement. What would you do? Should we move house for a bit of peace or confront her? Well, I know what I'm going to say. You go
Neighbour expert over here. Well, there's two things here. She's much younger than us and works from home. What are you two getting up to that's causing so much noise? I'm very jealous.
Breathing, probably.
Very jealous at this point, especially in retirement age. Who knew? However, she's young and she works from home. Do you think she's lonely?
No, she's probably just a pain in the bum.
Well, no, she's a pain in the bum because she's moaning about everything. Maybe she's waiting for them to go, oh, why don't you come in for a cup of tea? Or maybe they need to get to know her.
But she could just come around and be nice, and that's probably more likely to happen
Play
than if she's moaning all the time, you know?
I'm trying to be nice.
If you live in a semi-detached house, so I've moved. So I've moved from the family home, because obviously we got divorced, we sold the house, blah, blah, blah. So that was a semi-detached. I've moved into a terraced house. And that both sides. And I've been in a terraced house before, and I did have neighbours that I wasn't very keen on because they were noisy both sides. They were older. I think older people can be a bit, and I count myself, I'm old, obviously, but
I think it's because they're sometimes a little bit hard of hearing.
Set in their ways.
So they put the telly. My dad used to have the telly up full.
Well, there's that, but also I think you just get a bit set in your ways as well.
Yeah.
And I moved into this new house, but I did my homework. So when I was about to put an offer in on it, you know, you go in the day, you view it, everything's just so. Go and sit out. I know you look like a mad stalker, but you sit outside in your car at night.
No, you definitely look like a mad stalker.
With your windows open, see what, you know, any noise. Does somebody next door constantly have loud music on with the window open? Go back on a Sunday morning, same thing. You've got to know what because if you live in a terraced house, you're fundamentally living with those people. So just after I'd moved into my house, another neighbour from across the road came over to say hello, very friendly, blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, you know, and have you met your other neighbours? And I went, no, not yet. She said, well, you've got 4 25-year-old boys that side. And I literally went cold. I thought, oh, my God, I have moved in next door to Party Central. There's going to be a rave every night. I'm going to be, like, beside myself. Haven't heard a peep. They are charming. really lovely lads. I stopped their car being towed away the other day. They brought me a bottle of wine to say thank you. They've all got jobs, so they go off early in the morning.
How do you stop someone's car being towed away?
Because I saw the tower arrive. You know, where you live, you're in blooming...
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you've got acres. In a street in London, quite often a sign will go up because somebody's moving house and they'll book 2 bays and you're not allowed to park in them.
Right.
So the lads had obviously been out clubbing and hadn't realised, and their car, it was about to be put on the lorry. So I went and hammered on their door and they were able to move it before it got taken away.
Nice.
So they bought me a bottle of wine, So actually it's been fine, but I'm getting used to hearing living noises.
Right.
So, well, because I knew the noises in my old house, because I was a semi-detached, my next door neighbours were nearly away all the time. So people going up and down the stairs. So my house now, my stairs adjoin
To their
the young
stairs.
lads.
Definitely.
So when they go, I'm sitting there sometimes thinking, is there someone in my house? Because it feels like it's my stairs. So that sort of thing, and boiler noises, you know, and
What
stuff
would
like
you
that.
have done then, you know, in regards to Stephanie?
Okay, so my
situation?
first thing would be, I would say, I'd go around there with maybe, you know, some cakes or whatever, and I'd go, look, let's have a chat. We've got to live cheek by jowl here. By the way, I can hear you as well. So we live in a semi-detached house. It's just a fact of life. We can hear you. You can hear us. So let's just chill and accept that we both got to live our lives. If you hear anything that's unnecessary noise, which is a different issue, this is my number. Message me. Like my old next door neighbour, her son had a drum kit.
Nightmare.
And he would play the drums or whatever. But if it was at a time when I was like,
1 in the
really, I'd
morning
just
or
text him and say, please tell him to stop playing. And he'd stop. So you just have that sort of, you know, communication. If she's just one of those unreasonable people that's just going to moan all the time, then I would go to war.
Oh, I'd just move.
Would you?
I think so.
Why all the expense of moving? Stamp duty,
Oh, I know,
lawyers,
but just
estate
the
agents'
peace,
fees.
You see these things that go on for years though, and I think neither of you enjoy living where you are. It's not worth it.
Well, it depends on where it goes, but you know, there are some people who are just genuinely obsessed, and they're the cases that make the papers. You know, where they go, your car tire is 1 inch over my driveway, and they put, you know, knives in your tires and all that. There's a lot of that goes on, and I think when you're dealing with somebody that's that unhinged, then maybe that's a... But, you know, when it goes to court and you sell that house, you have to declare that you have a nightmare neighbour.
I mean, I won't go to court. I'd probably just move. My sister, just come to me now, she lived next to these 2 sisters, old women. They didn't drive. They had a driveway, didn't drive. But anyone, she lived on a main road. And when we used to turn up and park, so sometimes you'd park outside their driveway because they didn't have cars. But they would be straight out. They used to sit at the window all day and just wait. And I went round one day. She asked me to go around and feed the dog or something. So I went round and I put my bag on the wall to get my keys out, straight out. That's our wall. Get that bag off.
Oh, really?
Anyway, I said they were horrible, really, really nasty.
What age?
Oh, old.
There you go, you see. You just get set
Really
in your
old.
ways, and
2 old spinsters living together.
you're not doing anything, so tiny little things fill the vacuum of you doing nothing.
Thing. Because I lost it with them, and I said, I didn't lose it, but I said, you know what? Why don't you 2 just start enjoying your life a bit more? Because it's Christmas soon, and you know you're going to be very lucky to make it at this stage. Because anyway, they didn't make it.
Which Coleen Nolan
They passed away. I was
put a spell.
horrified. I thought, oh my God, did I manifest that? I didn't mean to. Anyway, sorry. Well, they're not. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. They're not here, but they were really mean. I mean, you couldn't do anything.
No, I mean, if you live next to somebody like that,
You just
there's
couldn't
no
win.
amount
My
of
sister got used
conversation
to
and cupcakes that's going to change
No,
it.
she got used to them. She'd just go, oh, they just rant on.
But this one of Stephanie, I feel there is scope in the here for them to just go around and go, okay, what is it you can hear? What is it that's annoying you? We will try and find a compromise. But we've got to live next to each other, so we can't be having this all the time that you're, moaning at us.
And maybe
about
point out that she
breathing.
also had really noisy workmen in as well, and they didn't moan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think start out nice and try and, diffuse the situation. Maybe invite her around sometimes for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
So you really get to know each other. And say things like, oh, don't worry, when you're out, we keep an eye on your house.
Yeah.
You know, so you become friends.
Exactly.
Always go down the friendship route. And then if that doesn't help, she's just, nasty. Right, that's Stephanie sorted. But anyway.
That's the end.
No, it's not. You know what we do at the end.
Oh, the confession.
You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
Oh, this is my favourite bit. Did I sound convincing? No.
No, I love the confessions. They're so funny. Some of them are funny and some of them are like, oh,
Well, I still haven't got over
do?
GK asking me if I've ever dipped my toe in the lesbian pool. So there you go.
what was your answer?
Well, you'll have to go back.
Was that
and
on
listen.
camera? Was that on there?
Yeah.
No.
It's on the last season.
Why would she ask you?
I've
Very
turned
American.
It
on
was
the
on
last season.
Series.
Join us for next seasons. Did she really?
Yeah.
Good on her. I'm going to have to watch
The
it.
answer was no, in case you're wondering.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't knock it till you've tried it. Anyway, we're going to go for a break, but we will be straight back after this. Hello, welcome back to Loose Women Just Between Us and anyone else who's watching, but just think it's between us.
And the
in here.
75 people in the room.
It's not big enough room. So, I'm going to read the confession to you. I want to watch the shock on your face.
Go on then. I'm quite unshockable, to be honest.
You are actually. Right. A few years ago, I was working for a hospitality company and we were setting up for a lunch event. Shortly before it started, I nipped to the loo. The only loo, which was right off the main event area. When I got there, I realised I didn't just need a nervous wee. I think you know what she's saying. So I did my business quickly and got out of there. About half an hour later, the supervisor, who she had a massive crush on, came into the space and talked to the managers about a ripe smell in the loo. Trying to make a plan of how to get rid of this before guests arrived. I, meanwhile, was trying to look normal and not guilty. I was mortified and just hoped they would think it was someone from the brand. They probably know it was me, but when you got to go, you've got to go. That is hilarious.
But what's shocking about that?
Oh,
Everyone
you don't
has
get
to
mortified.
poo.
I know, but do you not get mortified when it's a public place?
Why?
Because people walk in after you and go, oh, you smelly cow.
Well, they might walk in after you and say that.
No,
but
mine
I
don't.
do very fragrant.
Can I
food,
just say
thank you
mine
very
don't smell
much.
because I'm a Nolan?
Well, there you go.
In fact, we don't even do it.
There you go.
Us and the Queen never poo.
I just don't understand why people. I think it's
No,
very
I'm
weird
mortified.
that people get funny about toilet issues. I mean, my friend is married and she said she's never knowingly known her husband do a poo. He just suddenly disappears in the house. He's got a real thing about anyone knowing that he has to do a poo. So he's just goes, I don't know, they've got a loo upstairs, I
I
think.
don't know. What about a first date? Like, what about a first time when you're with someone? Would you go and have a poo?
Where?
Like if you're with them in a
Where am
hotel
I
or in your
pooing?
house or...
Yes! I would actually say I'm going to have a poo.
No, you would not.
Because if it's somebody that gets funny about that, I don't want to be with them.
Oh, it's just
I mean, I don't want to poo if they're in the room.
it's just not attractive, is it?
Excuse me, I'm a celebrity and my job was emptying the dunny.
Yeah, that's
I do
hideous.
not have a thing about poo. You know, you have to, it's a natural bodily function. It's like saying, being funny about sneezing, for goodness sake.
No, it's not.
It is.
Oh, no, I don't. I mean, when I've got to go, I've got to go, I agree. But I know, people who won't go at all until they'll only go at home. They can't
Do you know what
poo
they call
when they're
them?
out.
Anally retentive.
Yeah, I know quite a few
But why-
people
where does that
will
come
only
from?
go in their house. They can't do it outside of their own
Why
house.
is that though?
Because I don't know, it must be an embarrassment thing.
Yeah. But
Or
when did we
nervous.
become so embarrassed about poo? It's like, I have to think about this. I think, right, okay, right? I would sit here while I'm talking to you now and I put my finger in my ear and I'm having a little rummage. You probably wouldn't think a thing
No.
of it. If I'm like this, picking something out of the corner of my eye, you wouldn't think anything of
No.
it. If I maybe just put my nail inside my teeth, just I've just had a bit of bread or whatever. But if I stick my finger up my nose and start pulling out a bogey,
That's hideous, Jay.
But
you
why is
can't.
it?
You can't because
where is
oh.
it written that the eyes, the teeth, what
Well,
was
you're
the
not
other thing I
pulling
said?
bogies
The
out
ear.
your eyes.
Yeah, but, well, yeah, you get little sleep bogies in your eyes. Where is it written?
Checking my eyes now.
That all the other things that I can pick out a bit of wax, I can pick out a sleep bogey, I can pick out a bit of old
I'm not
food
being
from
funny.
my
You're not
teeth.
selling yourself for any dating app during this.
But
can
why
I just
is
say?
it socially unacceptable to stick your finger up your nose? See, this is all these things that just get me. I'm
It's
like,
crude.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either.
Liar.
But why is it the nose and not the other things on your face that is the problem? I don't get it. And a poo is a natural bodily function as much as a wee or anything else.
I don't even really like weird when I first
This
meet
is why
someone.
people are like weird about periods. Like you get people going, oh God, don't talk about periods. It's a natural function. Women bleed, get over it. Women poo, men poo.
Sorry.
You all right over there?
So sorry for anyone who may be eating their lunch or their dinner while watching this. No,
I just don't understand it.
no, I'm not. I'm not as bad as some friends that I know who will only can literally only poo when they're at home. So if they go away for 3 days, they won't have a poo.
No.
I don't get that. I don't know how they can physically do that.
No, I just poo
However,
with
if I've
impunity.
just met someone or I'm in their house,
I'm pooing now.
Well, you're full of it. Full of poo. I so want to say the other word. Well, yeah. So they probably didn't know it was you, and Jane wouldn't have cared.
I wouldn't have cared.
She'd have gone
I'd
in and
like,
emptied it.
Someone's done a natural bodily function in this room. Bit of spray. Move on with your life.
Yeah, but you're the type. If I'd just been to the toilet and had a poo, and I came out and people were there, you'd go, "Have you just had a poo in there?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Loud and proud.
I would be mortified.
Loud and proud.
Well, I wouldn't know
The
because I
worst thing
don't.
is when you do a poo and then you discover there's no loo roll. Now that is a dilemma.
That is a dilemma. God,
What do you wipe it on?
Oh, I'm going to be sick.
Well, you asked.
Oh no, I didn't ask. This person asked. She's so embarrassed she not even put a name. Just call her Poo Woman.
No,
Thank you,
that
Poo
is
Woman.
embarrassing.
That's the most bizarre topic we've ever talked about, I think. Maybe we need to bring that onto set. A big poo debate. Anyway, thank you guys. Great dilemmas. Great confession. Very honest. If any of you out there would like to send in your dilemmas that we can help you out with,
Your poo-lemmas.
whether it be a poo lemma or whatever you want to talk about, get in touch at loose.women@itv.com. And see you again soon. Say goodbye, Jane.
Oh, bye. I'm off to have a poo now.
But it's just between us.